What is up, and welcome back to another episode of my daily pickup. It's still like 100 degrees plus here in October in beautiful Los Angeles. I have a lot of shoes that I just kind of stacked up. First off, let's get into this pair of shoes that both of these I bought from Supremacy. Shouts out to them. I've been supporting them since day one, and they probably have the best deals in the game. So first is this cool Nike SB box. It's black and blue. I actually really do like this box. So this particular shoe came out, I think 2 years ago. This is the Nike SB Jordan 1 collab with Lance Mountain, and it's been a shoe that I've been trying to get when it first came out, and the prices kind of went up and they kind of went down and all around or whatever. So I think at Soul Supremacy I bought these for $240, I believe. And again, I think that's probably the max I would have paid on these. Like I said, the Jordan 1 Nike SB Lance Mountain, or they have a handful of collabs with him, and the most popular one is probably the highs, the black and the white ones that changed to I think Breads and then I think UNC's. I'm not 100% sure, but check those out. So we got a nice little brown canvas going all the way around on both shoes. And if you don't know about these are kind of like do-it-yourself shoes. You could take this off, you don't burn them off, but you actually could peel these off. And under this one is a UNC, so it's like a white and actual UNC colorways, and then this one is black underneath, and it's more of a royal colorway, so it's a kind of mix match on both of these. And I personally really do like these shoes. Obviously if you have a pair at home, they're going to be different than my pair here, and you kind of feel like a customizer. So they come with these white laces, which are kind of basic, these UNC colors, and then I think these are just straight black. So I honestly might mix and match these. I might throw the black on the Royals and then the UNC on the UNC one. But it's nice that's another thing about SBs, they usually come with multiple laces, which is always cool. You got the Nike SB in there, and you can kind of see the little Zoom Air pocket sticking out a little bit. And this is with like a red, a maroon, and teal, maybe a green. This one has a green on the inside, a little bit of red. It says Nike SB. Obviously you got the normal Dunk or Jordan 1 soles on the bottom, and again under this brown you can see exactly what it is. In this case you don't have as much padding on the inside that a normal Nike SB would. This is more of a Jordan 1 than an actual Nike SB. Even though you do have the Nike SB tags, you don't have the puffy tongue, so it's just a really thin tongue, again like the Jordan 1 low. Overall I think this is a pretty good shoe, and if you want a cheap alternative to either the Royal lows or a UNC low, it's not bad. I mean, again, I paid $240 I believe for these, and you can kind of get them around that price range. It matters who you go with or where you shop from, but you should be able to get them decent price. Again, I think the customizing them is just pretty cool. I do like Dunks. But yeah, let's get on to the next shoe. This next shoe, when I first saw it and it first came out, I needed to have these. These are the Jordan 1 box, if you can't tell. So just normal black and red. I'm not going to get into it that much. Again, I got these from Soul Supremacy. I think these retailed for $190, $200 or something, and I paid $215. So I just paid a little bit above retail. I'm not even going to show you the box. You guys have seen this box a million times. Main reason why I wanted this shoe was because I had Nike SB Brutes that I outgrew and I just recently sold, and these literally look like the Brutes. So if you don't know the Nike SB Brutes, look at them and kind of do your own comparison. But these are Jordan 1 Zoom Air Zen. Got a nice little silhouette, obviously Jordan 1, but I think that color blocking is perfect. It does look like the Brutes, like I mentioned. So the things that remind me of the Brutes is obviously this green, kind of going around the shoe, and it kind of is like, I don't even know, like fur material, but it's just like the Brutes. You also have this reflective silver swoosh on both sides that was very similar to the Brutes, and I do like this green stitching that's also in that silver. And then you actually have these little green, almost like Hulk green again. It kind of reminds me of kind of like an off-white vibe, not like 100%, it's not complete. They're just, stitching it. The leather feels decent on here all the way around the shoe. It's hard in some spots, but it's very soft in the toe. So, I mean, be careful. You might scuff these later down the line. You have the Zoom Air on the tongue. These do come with these black laces and neon green tips, or you could just be crazy and put the neon green laces on. I think that's doing a little too much. These are already kind of bright shoes, so I'm just gonna keep the black laces. You have the Zoom Air on the inside on both. You have nice little padding, you know, for your ankle support on there, just in case you choose to fall into them. You have the watermelon bottoms, which I mentioned before, like the Poor Man Dior's. I actually really like this design. It says Z everywhere as well, so that's pretty cool. And then yeah, you have like the blue, which I believe is also on the Poor Man Dior's, and I think every Zoom. It's like a see-through blue. These are extremely comfortable. These are a lot tighter than my the other Zooms I have. I don't know why they're so tight. It's possibly just the leather material. When you're comparing it to the other ones, I think these are just a tighter shoe. But overall, I think these are decent shoe. I mean, you get these for pretty cheap. They're sitting around like $210 to $250. I think it kind of ranges on your size. So if you want them, you should have no problem getting them for a little bit over retail. Oh, you also have the Air Jordan kind of in a gloss. I actually do like that too as well. But I mean, and then you got the Zoom tag, obviously. I think overall it's a nice looking shoe. It looks more like a Nike SB than an actual Jordan 1, and I think that's why I like it. And again, it reminds me of the Brute, which was probably one of my favorite SBs. The material is a little different, so you know, you got to get used to that. So I mean, the green is a little different. I know my Brutes, I mean, I literally wore those religiously, and the toe box never really creased that bad, so I doubt these are going to crease, maybe on the leather portion. Again, the leather is a little stiff, so, and again, these are tight and these are pretty stiff compared to my other ones, so I think that's really just a leather. You just got to break them in, but I think overall they will fit. The Zoom Air is super comfortable for all day use. Let me know your thoughts. Do you like these? Do you like the Lance Mountains? You know, what are you picking up? These are probably going to become my everyday shoe. Until next time.